The past year or so, countless phys ed professors have really praised the new HPE curriculum, and rightfully so. The curriculum has certainly taken great steps in being more inclusive and accepting of diversity. Students now learn about different sexual orientations, and the needs and interests of LGBTQ students are finally being addressed. This is a great addition to the curriculum, and hopefully, in the upcoming years, more changes are made to the curriculum to meet the needs and interests of our diverse Canadian society. But the curriculum certainly isn't perfect yet, and far from it. And so you might ask, so whose needs and interests are not being met by the HPE curriculum? You know, I thought introducing LGBT issues into the curriculum was the final piece of the puzzle. Well, not quite. So let me explain. Recently, I was able to teach a grade 12 recreation and healthy active living leadership class. Like any good student teacher would do, I looked through the curriculum to see what expectations I needed to meet, and I came across expectation C 2.1 on page 198. And it says this: describe how healthier choices related to physical activity, healthy eating, and other aspects of everyday living contribute to better physical, mental, and social health, and greater personal well-being. And so you're probably thinking, okay, so what is the big deal? And so, for myself, it wasn't until I read over that expectation way too many times that I realized that it's making a huge assumption. The expectation assumes that everyone can easily make healthy choices that will positively impact their health. Well, unfortunately, that's just not the case. Believe it or not, but you have to have a pretty good income to actually afford to eat healthy. I can only imagine a low SES student learning about healthy food choices, then going home to share with their parents all these healthy foods that they should be buying for them. Meanwhile, parents only have $50 per week to feed a family of 5. Making that healthy food choice is a little easier said than done. Or take a family in Northern Ontario, where food prices are sky high. How could they possibly live a healthy life when a can of tuna costs $10 and the next closest gym is probably 500 kilometers away? Even for a student like myself, yeah, I sure know how to eat healthy, but I sure can't afford to. You know, this expectation just isn't realistic for everyone. And so can you imagine the repercussions of this curriculum expectation? You know, I think it has the potential to reinforce negative stereotypes about poor students and their families. In an article titled "Perceiving the Problem of Poverty in Schooling," the author Paul Gorski might argue that this expectation is indirectly reinforcing the stereotype that all poor people are lazy. For example, yeah, I heard on the radio the other day that those Aboriginal people have higher rates of obesity, heart disease, and diabetes. And you know what? I bet it's because they are lazy and, you know, they don't really have much of a work ethic. So, you know, that's their fault that they're dealing with those health problems. It's their own fault. Well, not really. We need to start enlightening people, I think. So, what is the solution to this curriculum issue? How can the HPE curriculum be more inclusive of all social classes? Hopefully, that is something the Ontario government will think about when they come out with a new curriculum in the next 10 years. But in the meantime, teachers can get creative. So educate students how to purchase healthy foods on a tight budget, or teach them how to grow their own food. Better yet, help them design a fitness plan with materials from around the house instead of purchasing $1 million gym membership. Or brainstorm how to overcome barriers that could prevent someone from living a healthy life. So, over the next 10 years, while the next curriculum is being developed, teachers will have to think outside the box when it comes to meeting the needs of all students. Alright, so thank you for listening, and bye.